Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's a little cold here this afternoon, but thank you for coming out here to celebrate with us. I mean, this is an exciting, a great day for Prince William County. Again, my name is Rick Canizales. I am your Director of Transportation here in Prince William County Department of Transportation. I'm going to be your MC here today, but we have a great group coming in here that's going to speak to you today, starting with Supervisor Boddye, going to Supervisor Franklin and Supervisor Angry, who are all here today to speak with us. And then we'll get to Monica Backmon from MVTA, Christina Winn, our Economic Development Director, and Dr. Bob Schneider, who is here from PRTC, our great partners in this project. Again, thank you for coming here today. We'll try to make this quick, but again, like I mentioned earlier, it's a very exciting day for Prince William County, opening up our first commuter garage in the county, a 14-space garage that originally, more than a decade ago, was envisioned to be part of a stadium complex. And that's how the whole vision of this garage started. When it was going to be part of a stadium complex that was here, the board was on for the deal, that VDOT was helping us out with smart scale funding to make sure that we came in and were able to do this garage. And what happened? I see no stadium here today, so you know that deal did not go through. But the garage stayed. And the board made a decision and had the vision to continue to move forward with this garage project, to not only support the commuting public, but to support these businesses over at Potomac, at the Potomac Town Center there at Stonebridge, as well as our hospital, one of our main Sentara hospitals here in this area, and the community, as we have Potomac Club and many communities around here. This is a true building of multimodal capability. We have sidewalks that lead to it. We have buses that are coming through it. We have commuters that are going to ride along with each other here in kiss and ride or slugging. It is a start to a new phase in Prince William County, where we're not filling our land full of a sea of parking, but we're building up to make sure that we leave the space that we need, but we also supply the commuters what they need to be successful. So with that said, let's get the party started here and make sure. I'd like to, before I get off here, I'd like to thank a couple people and acknowledge a couple people that are here today. First, I'd like to acknowledge some of our directors that are here today from the county. Obviously, Christina Winn, our Economic Development Director. You'll be hearing from her a little later. Christina, raise your hand so you see everybody here. Thank you. And our great partners over at Facilities, who have been with us throughout the whole way, because they will be maintaining this project. Matt Villarreal is in the back there. Thank you, Matt, for working with us. And for the first time, I had to work with the building side of the house, and that was very interesting. It was definitely an educating process for me. But I'd like to thank Mandy Spina and her staff for helping me throughout. Where are you, Mandy? There you are. Thank you so much, Mandy. I also like to thank a very special thank, actually, to our new Director of Public Works, who at the time this project came through, and at the time we were putting this project together, was a guiding light for me in making sure that the first time we're doing this was not going to be an education, that we were going to do it right. And that is Katab Shamut. Katab, please stand up. No, stand up, man, please. This guy right here has built so many transportation facilities around the county, and him and I took a big chance doing some vertical work here that we had never done before, and him and I, making that decision to take that risk, we're able to move forward with this project, and you see the product here today. So I thank you so much, Katab. Great job. Thank you. And then finally, we do have our Deputy County Executive for this side of the house, please, and my boss, who's made this and supported me the whole way, Wade Hugh. Thank you, Wade. Please raise your hand. All right, Shayna, where's Shayna? Where is Shayna? I could never get through this without procurement. These guys have been helping me through the entire process, making sure that we get it all right, between Shayna Terry and Keishla Paris. Raise your hand, Keishla, as well. Thank you so much, ladies, for all the work on this. So I did want to acknowledge, and again, always helping and always getting these events together, our Director of Communication and Public Engagement, Nikki Brown. Nikki, can you raise your hand, please? Thank you so much. with that, thank you for holding on here for my acknowledgments. But we'll get the party started here and get Supervisor Kenny Boddye from the Occoquan District to come talk to us first. Supervisor Boddye, thank you.
Good afternoon. I know it's cold. Come on, good afternoon. Good afternoon. There you go. So since Rick said we're going to be fast, I'm going to go from the 30-minute version of this speech to a 25-minute version. So we'll go faster. But again, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kenny Boddye. I'm your Occoquan District Supervisor. I'm also the Vice Chair of the Board of Supervisors. Chair Jefferson could not be with us today, but she sends her regards and congratulations to all the agencies that made this possible. So I know my colleagues here who are going to be speaking after me will probably say along the same things that I will, but first, just to let you know why the three of us are speaking, you're sitting at the nexus between the Occoquan District, the Woodbridge District, and the Neabsco District. So my district is just across Opitz here, Neabsco is just across the way, and this entire rest of this is Woodbridge. So you're sitting at basically a nexus of so many different communities within Prince William County, and this is a perfect place for a garage like this. As Rick said before, originally it was conceived as part of a stadium deal, but even though the county looked the other way on that deal, we know that this is a key landmark moment in our county's history. It's the first publicly owned, publicly operated by the county garage in the county's history. And what does that mean for us as a county? That means, as Rick said, we're turning a corner here in the paradigm of Prince William County. No longer are we just a sleepy commuter town where people just leave to DC in the morning, come back in the afternoon. They may stay here during the weekend, but they usually go somewhere else. People are going to live and breathe in this area. You have Potomac Town Center just over here, Stonebridge. You have Potomac Mills, and my district just up the street. And we're looking at a lot more growth. We have folks in our planning department here as well. And we're looking at what does this look like in the next 15, 20, 30 years? And instead of doing the old school thing of going, oh, we built all these houses and all these new things, now we have to chase it with the infrastructure, we're doing the opposite this time. We're like, hey, we know this is a nexus of activity where it's employment, housing, services, dining, entertainment. No matter what you see in this area, we know we're going to need more infrastructure here to support that. And this is exactly what this garage does. I can already see Christina Winn, the cogs in her head are turning about how to utilize this to attract more high quality businesses like Sentara and the other businesses we have on this healthcare corridor, as we like to call it. So in closing, we know this is a very important moment in Prince William County's history with the opening of this garage. We also have EV charging stations. My hybrid's actually hooked into one of the chargers down. They already work. So we're looking at doing soup to nuts, belt and suspenders, what we're going to do, not only take us in this next chapter of Prince William County's history, for the next 20, 30, 40 years. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to Rick, Mandy, all the other directors, all the agencies that came together to bring this together into the county's first commuter garage. We know this will be probably the first of many as we continue to grow as a community. And I want to thank everyone else for coming out today. Happy Friday. Hope you have a good weekend.
Thank you, Supervisor Boddye. And before we bring up our next speaker, I'd like to take the time to thank my staff here for all the hard work they put into this. I have a few of my assistant directors here. I have Brittany Martin, who's our assistant director for finance and finance management. Couldn't have gotten it through without her and making sure that we got all the invoices paid and the bills paid on this. And then we also have our assistant director for capital projects, Mary Ankers, who's here. She's in charge of all these projects and kind of guided this one to the end. So I thank her for all her work here. We also had some people that worked here are on this project on a day-to-day basis. I'd like to say thank you to Todd Barton. Where are you, Todd? There you are, Todd. Thank you. He was our PM here for a long time. Rob Burkhardt, who I don't think is here today. He was here for closing this out. Evandro Santos, where are you? Evandro, there you are, Evandro. Thank you so much for all your help. He's the one who's been coordinating with OmniRide and OmniRide staff to make sure that we had these great buses and that the bus system and the transfer station here works appropriately for the buses. So thank you, Evandro. And Elnor Adam, where's Elnor? He's been through this project. He's the main guy here. He's been through this project from the beginning. He's our design build, our alternative delivery manager. This guy's been working through this project from the start. So thank you again, Elnor. Appreciate you. With that said, why don't we bring up our next speaker, Supervisor Margaret Franklin from the Woodbridge District, which we're in. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to welcome you to the Woodbridge District for the Potomac Neabsco Mills Commuter Garage Project ribbon cutting. As many of you may be aware, I have spent several years serving on the boards of both the OmniRide as well as the Virginia Railway Express, VRE. I have been laser focused on working on behalf of our residents to alleviate traffic congestion by supporting effective and safe multimodal transportation options. This project is just one example of my commitment. This Potomac Neabsco Mills Commuter Garage is designed to improve connectivity and ease travel within the county by providing additional commuter parking options for transit and carpooling on the I-95 corridor. Additionally, it will offer a parking structure for residents visiting Stonebridge and Sentara Healthcare. As an investment in this community, we have contributed $140,000 in Woodbridge Transportation and Roadway Improvement Program funds towards this project. Our private sector partner, Whitting Turner Contracting, has worked tirelessly to ensure we have a safe and innovative parking structure equipped with 70 electric vehicle charging stations, elevators, and lighting, and indicates vacant parking spaces. I want to acknowledge the following transportation partners responsible for completing this project: the Northern Virginia Transportation Authority, the Virginia Department, yes please, Monica Backmon, our Virginia Department of Transportation, Whitting Turner Contracting, OmniRide, and the Prince William County Department of Transportation. Thank you all so much for joining us and looking forward to more ribbon cuttings. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Franklin, for the kind remarks. Before we go to our next speaker, I always take the time to kind of break up my thank yous here, but I got a lot of people to thank on this project, and again, a very exciting day here for me in having this. But I'd like to thank and kind of repeat some of Supervisor Franklin's comments. I'd like to thank VDOT, the Virginia Department of Transportation. I know Dick Burke is here with us, as well as Dave Hieronymus. Guys, thank you so much for being partners with us on this and the funding and making sure that we get this right here. The Northern Virginia Transportation Authority, Monica, thank you for your participation in this as well. We thank you very much. And then we start talking about the people that actually put this together and got it up on the ground. Whiting Turner has been a great builder. I mean, these guys are amazing at what they do in construction. I've been here and I've come here periodically to see the progress of this project, and this project was amazing. So Whiting Turner folks, they're back there. They're not sitting back there. We thank you so much for your work on this, as well as ATCS, our partners in making sure that everything was going well here, and Alan Myers, who was working with Whiting Turner as well. We also like to thank and always thank the Board of County Supervisors for the support that they've given me throughout this whole process. Like I've said earlier today, it's been over a decade in the making from inception and the vision of this to actually constructing it, and they've supported me the whole way. So I'd like to thank you, board members, for all your support through the years. And finally, I'd like to thank OmniRide, our great transit partners that are providing, and as you see the display of their buses here today, and providing the service that they're going to provide here for the citizens of Prince William County. One of the main things of this parking garage is going to be being able to serve people through transit services from OmniRide. So we thank you very much, Dr. Schneider, for your participation. Thank you so much. With that said, I did forget a couple people on my team. I know she's not here today, but Tasha Gardner in my accounting staff, she got this project through with Brittany there, and I wanted to thank her, as well as I want to thank the Buildings and Grounds guys for putting this up together for us and setting this up for us. Thank you guys so much. With that said, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, whose district is right across the street here, Supervisor Victor Angry from the Neabsco district.
Remarks complete. Look, seriously, as much as I would want to say that, I gotta say some words because, you know, I got this cool speechwriter who prepares my remarks, and I feel like I'd be wrong if I didn't go through those. But let me just start out by saying this. One thing about Rick Canizales and the county and our transportation and this garage, it was started with an entirely different board of county supervisors. So the fact that these projects take that long to complete and we can stick to the vision, even when new board members come in to see the vision of where the county was headed then and continue that forward, and then carried it on to the vision that we projected from the citizens as this county continues to grow. So anyway, good afternoon, everyone. What a great day to be here celebrating this incredible new parking garage. Just look at it, 1,400 spaces ready to make all our lives just a little bit easier. And I don't know about you, but every time I pass by big empty lots, like the ones on Horner Road or Route 1, I think this space could serve our community so much better. And here we are today proving that we can be better. This isn't just a parking garage, it's a leap forward in improving the daily lives of our residents and supporting the growth and mobility of Prince William County. It's here for the early morning commuters heading to catch their buses, for families visiting Sentara, and for everyone enjoying the fantastic shopping and dining in Stonebridge. This garage represents progress, purpose, and planning for a brighter future. Now let's face it, parking garages don't always steal the spotlight, but they absolutely deserve it. They take those big, unused, empty lots and turn them into spaces that serve a purpose, contributing to the efficiency of our community. This isn't just a place to park, it's an investment in a more connected and convenient Prince William County. By prioritizing infrastructure like this, we're creating a foundation that keeps pace with growth, enhances the quality of life, and shows what happens when we build smarter. And speaking of success, just yesterday we cut the ribbon on the brand new Opitz Boulevard ramp on the 95 express lanes. Let's give that. Yes. That was a very exciting project, by the way. And projects like this are finally coming to life, and I couldn't be more pumped to see all the growth and progress happening right here in Prince William County. And I also want to take a moment to thank all of the folks that made this possible, as you just heard. Our county transportation team, the engineers, planners, everyone that poured their hard work into bringing this project to life. This is what success looks like, transforming empty spaces into a valuable resource that benefits us all. So thank you for being here to celebrate with us today. This is another big win for Prince William County, and I can't wait to see these 1,400 spaces filled with cars, commuters, and happy residents making use of this fantastic new garage. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Supervisor Angry. Great remarks. I did want to mention that it's great that just yesterday they did open up those ramps over in Opitz, which complements this project. And VDOT always saw it as a complementary project. So Dick and you and VDOT and your staff, I think it was great collaboration here of making sure that we fit these projects and had them timed out together to be able to serve the commuters of Prince William County and other areas that would come to park here and make sure that they get to work safely on some express lanes that frees up the roads and the other roads for other people as well. So thank you very much. Great work on that. With that said, as we continue to fund, and as Supervisor Angry said, continue to fund and open many transportation improvements, this is actually I believe our 7th or 8th, Gretchen, ribbon cutting. 9th this year. She said a lot. 9th ribbon cutting this year of major transportation improvements around this county. And an organization that has helped us through that and making sure that we do that and open up not only road projects, but multimodal projects like this one has been the Northern Virginia Transportation Authority. With that said, I'd like to introduce Monica Backmon, the Chief Executive Officer of NVTA, for a couple words.
So good afternoon, everyone. Usually when it's my turn to speak, the previous speakers have said all of the good stuff, so I won't bore you by going over my notes of what I was going to say because it's already said. But what I will say is that we at NVTA, we are extremely proud to be a partner with the county and all of you here to get this parking garage to the ribbon cutting, because this parking garage is more than the parking garage. This represents opportunity. This represents multi-modalism. This represents economic development. This represents reduced congestion. So while it may just look like a parking garage and you see the great OmniRide buses, because people can now have modal options they didn't have before. They can take transit, they can walk, they can bike. It represents all of those things that you may not associate with having a parking garage. And that is why we are here. That is why we are proud to sponsor with the county and be a part of this. And I will note, because Rick mentioned the 9th event, ribbon cutting or groundbreaking in Prince William. Now, and you don't record this. I live in Prince William County, and I'm like, wow, every time I look up, we are in Prince William County, because what has been a vision has turned into reality. And that's what we would like, we love seeing, to be honest, at NBTA. So thank you. We're proud to be a partner in this, and congratulations.
Great job, Monica. Thank you. Again, I think Monica mentioned it. This garage means opportunity. And opportunity not only for commuters and for the residents and everything, but economic development opportunities. And that's why today our Executive Director of Economic Development, Christina Winn, will give us a couple words. Thanks.
Thank you, Rick. And before I start, Buildings and Grounds Group, if we do ribbon cuttings in the winter, can we please bring in portable heaters? So I just want to say, without a really good transportation network and infrastructure, economic development doesn't happen. And I mean, it is crazy for me to say, but I am so excited about this commuter lot, or commuter garage. It is so exciting and I want to kind of make 2 points. First, I love that we've put in the technology with the EV and the lights and everything, something that you see in, inside the Beltway. And it just means that Prince William County is moving forward and you guys are reaching new heights, and that is so exciting. And the other piece is that, we continue to push our employers and new businesses that, hey, build structured parking. This can be possible. And I love that the county actually is putting their money where their mouth is. We want it. We showed that it can be done and we can do it. And so moving forward, really getting more and more employers to put in structured parking so we don't have this sea of suburban parking everywhere wasting land is just huge. And so I'm super excited about it. Supervisor Boddye, you scared me a little bit, because when you called me out, that's exactly what I was thinking of in terms of this is just an asset that we're going to be able to sell. And because at the end of the day, economic development is about workforce. And so being able to get the workforce to where they need to go is huge. So congratulations to everyone who worked on this project. I'm super stoked and cold. So thank you.
Thanks, Christina. Our final speaker, and before we get him up here, I'd like to do a couple more thank yous. I'd like to thank everybody here today. I mean, for making the time to come here, celebrate with us this milestone moment in the county. I really believe so. This is where you start seeing us and we start doing this. And I know we've done it with other projects. We build sidewalks, we build interchanges, we build road widenings, and we built parking lots before. We build, horizontal parking lots with Katab, many of them. But this is a monumental moment because we're starting to see that we're growing up as a county, that we're seeing that our land is so valuable. We have a piece that's in front of us right here today that we're saving. So hopefully, Christina, we'll get her on that right away. But you start seeing how we start working with a multi-modal system. It's not just about roads, it's about the sidewalks, it's about the trails, it's about the parking garage, it's about the bus system, it's about the train system, and how it all comes together to make an efficient transportation system that gets people where they need to go, no matter where you're going in this county, no matter where you're going outside the county, no matter where you're going, but you get to be able to get there, no matter who you are. And that's what we're interested in doing and trying to get this. That's why we changed the name of our transportation chapter in the comp plan to mobility, because we're about mobility now. And this is what excites me about this garage, because it's our first huge step towards that. And talking about mobility, talking about partnering with transit, talking about multimodal, with that, I would like to introduce our next and final speaker, Dr. Robert Schneider, who is the Executive Director of OmniRide and a great partner in what we're doing here today. Thank you, Bob.
For the record, if you were on a bus, you'd be warmer. Just pointing that out. So a couple of things I want to mention. First of all, it took a lot of guts to build this. And I'm looking at our County Board of Supervisors, because when the final decision came through, if I recall, we were in a pandemic when you guys voted for this. And it was like, do you really need this? Yes, because we've recovered. And when I say we've recovered, your transit service is one of the few systems, OmniRide we've recovered. Our ridership is what it was pre-pandemic. And we're starting to see, we're not at, Horner Road isn't oversubscribed, but it will be soon. And this parking garage is going to be critical in 16, 18 months. We're going to be oversubscribed to Horner Road. And it's going to make a difference with the housing stock you're building, with the affordable housing, et cetera. But here's the big difference. When this was envisioned, it was going to be a commuter garage. But I have to credit Rick when we said, whoa, let's not just make it a commuter garage. Let's make this a transfer point for local transit, because you have a gem of retail and housing all around here. And he said, that's fantastic, let's do it. So credit Rick and Paolo and the entire transportation team who said, let's make this a genuine multimodal facility, and let's have our local buses moving through here all day, every day, 7 days a week. And thanks to the Prince William County Board of Supervisors, who've added 7-day-a-week service and have done the things that have actually made this be a resource for the community that isn't just for commuters. It's something that really genuinely impacts the community 7 days a week, and I thank you. I really have to commend our operations team in the back. They're the ones who have to make all this work. I'm anchor man. I show up, I'm number 8 speaker on the list. I say fun things, I make funny jokes. They have to make all this work starting December 10th, 9th. See, I don't even know the days of the week. We have to start running service out of here, right? We have to do all the marketing, all the communications, all of that exciting stuff, while at the same time launching new services out of Front Royal. So we're going to be running out of here and Front Royal. So your transit service isn't just one that operates out of Woodbridge, that runs into DC. We also have services out of Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania. We are a regional service provider, and what makes the difference is partners like NVTA. By the way, I also proud to live right here in Prince William County. Monica and I are practically neighbors, and we've been together 4 days in a row. So we are genuinely helping regional transportation issues get solved, but it comes out of this county. We are leaders in terms of how we think about things, but also how we do things. And I'm thankful every day to wake up and do the work right here in Prince William. Let's ride.
Thank you, Bob, and that does conclude our speakers. But again, I just want to, and I know I'm reiterating and repeating myself here today, but I'm just so proud of what we've done here. Proud as Department of Transportation, proud as Prince William County, proud as having great partners such as VDOT, MVTA, and OmniRide, proud to have great contractors and great consultants. I mean, just proud of what we were able to do this. This is a state-of-the-art facility. You see the markers. You saw when you walked in that it tells you what spaces are taken on what floor. We have the amazing transit system going through here. We have a secure facility. There's over 80 cameras around this area that will be securing this facility. We have our police here today as well. Thank you, sir. And they'll be patrolling. So we got a safe, multimodal facility that's going to serve not just commuters, but Prince William County. So I am just so very excited about this, and I'd like to thank our board again for all the support through the years, because it has been a challenge to get a building up when you're a guy that's been building roads all your 25-year career. So thank you for the challenge. Thank you for giving me the challenge, and thank you for letting me implement this challenge. But I appreciate everyone again that's here today to celebrate with us, and everyone for your part, because I know that everyone that's here has had a part in this. And I thank you for that so much. I'm so appreciative. We have rolled out the red carpet over there with the Prince William County logo so you can take some pictures after it's done. And I ask the people that have talked here today, as well as the people that have been mentioned, as many as we can fit, to come cut this ribbon, because it's deserved by all to come up and cut this ribbon. Thank you. Ready, countdown.